She said, "It's my life, my rules. Don't interfere." She vanished with her ex for 10 hours. But when she returned in different clothes, I told her the truth. She no longer had a home to come back to. I'm 34, and I used to believe that my relationship was strong, stable, and built on trust. For years I thought that no matter what happened, we would be able to work things out together. Life wasn't perfect, of course, but I trusted her. I truly believed we shared something that could not be broken easily. But all of that changed one afternoon. It wasn't a big fight or a major event that started it. It was just a simple conversation that revealed more than I could have imagined. She was sitting across from me on the couch, scrolling through her phone casually, when she suddenly said, "Oh, by the way, my ex is in town. I'm going to meet him for just an hour." The words fell out of her mouth like she was simply telling me she was going grocery shopping. She said it with no hesitation, as if it meant nothing. But to me, it meant everything. I asked her who exactly he was, and she smiled and explained that he was just an old-school friend. She even laughed a little, making it seem like I was overthinking. Then she added quickly, "Don't worry, it's just an hour. I'll be back soon." I am not someone who immediately assumes the worst. I have always tried to be calm and reasonable in relationships, but something about the way she said it made me feel uneasy. It wasn't just about the words she used, it was the tone, the way she brushed it off like it wasn't serious. Meeting an ex alone isn't just another outing with a coworker or a casual friend. I tried to handle it rationally, so I looked at her and asked if she would mind if I came along too. That was when her entire demeanor changed. Her smile vanished, her voice grew sharp, and she snapped, "No, you don't need to come. This is just between me and him." Those words hit me harder than I expected. I wasn't trying to control her, and I wasn't even demanding she stop. I simply wanted to understand why she thought meeting her ex alone was okay, and why she was so quick to dismiss my concern. I didn't push it any further that moment, but her reaction stayed with me. She tried to brush it off again, saying, "Seriously, it's nothing. Don't overthink it." But I couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't just about a casual meeting. It was about boundaries, and clearly mine didn't matter to her. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the conversation over and over in my head. Was I being unreasonable? Or was my gut trying to tell me something I didn't want to face? Part of me wanted to put my foot down right then and tell her that this was wrong. But another part of me, the part that still wanted to believe in her, decided to wait. The next morning she got dressed like it was any normal outing. She kissed me on the cheek quickly, grabbed her bag, and walked out the door without a second thought. I sat there with 1,000 questions spinning in my head, but I reminded myself that she said it would be just an hour. I kept repeating that line to myself. Just 1 hour. Don't turn this into a fight. Give her the benefit of the doubt. That hour turned into a test of my patience. I tried to keep busy by doing chores around the apartment, checking my phone, and even watching a game. But with each glance at the clock, the uneasiness in my chest grew heavier. An hour passed, then another. Still no message, no call. At first, I told myself maybe the conversation went longer than expected. But when 2 hours passed without even a quick, running late, I called her. She didn't pick up. I waited and tried again, straight to voicemail. By the third call, I knew she was ignoring me. My hands grew restless. My thoughts were racing. If it really was harmless, why would she avoid my calls? Hours dragged by. I called about 20 times throughout the day, spacing them out, hoping at least one would go through. Every unanswered ring cut a little deeper. At first, it was worry, but slowly that worry turned into frustration and then into resentment. Finally, after 10 hours of silence, my phone lit up with her name. I stared at the screen before answering, already expecting the excuse I was about to hear. Her voice was calm, almost too casual. She said, "Hey, I'm not coming home tonight. He's not feeling well, so I'll just stay here until tomorrow." Couldn't believe what I was hearing. She had disappeared all day, ignored my calls, and now she was telling me that she was staying overnight with her ex. When I finally spoke, my voice came out sharper than I intended. You're telling me you went to meet him for an hour, ignored every call, and now you're staying the night because he doesn't feel well? Do you even hear yourself? She didn't like that. Her tone immediately turned defensive. Why are you making this a big deal? I told you not to overthink it. He needed me. That's all. Something inside me shifted at that moment. I realized that I was the only one treating this relationship with respect. I was the only one who cared about boundaries. I was mentally and emotionally exhausted from being dismissed every time I asked for honesty. So I said, as calmly as I could, "You know what? Do whatever you want. If you want to stay there, stay there. If you want to live your life with him, then go live it. I don't care anymore." There was silence on the other end, but for the first time that night, I felt calm. Not because anything was okay, but because I finally saw the truth. But that wasn't the end. The next evening she called again, sounding annoyed. "Why are you acting like this? I told you it wasn't a big deal. You're blowing everything out of proportion." I took a deep breath and replied, "You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You said 1 hour, ignored 20 calls, and then decided to stay overnight with your ex. And you expect me to be fine with that?" That was when she snapped. "This is my life, my rules. You don't get to interfere. If I want to see him, I'll see him. If I want to stay over, I'll stay over. You don't control me." Her words hit me hard. Not because I wanted to control her, but because they revealed that she simply didn't care about this relationship. I replied quietly, "You're right. I don't control you, but I don't have to accept this either. If this is how you want to live, then live it without me." She tried to laugh it off bitterly. "So you're going to leave me over nothing?" I shook my head even though she couldn't see me. "No, I'm not leaving you over nothing. I'm leaving because you don't respect me or this relationship. I'm done." That should have been the end, but the next morning she showed up at my door, acting like nothing happened. When I opened the door, she smiled casually and said, "I came back. Don't be dramatic. Let's move past this." But I noticed right away that she was not wearing the same clothes she had left in. Yesterday she wore jeans and a sweater. Now she was standing there in a different outfit altogether. I stepped outside, closing the door halfway behind me. "Where are the clothes you left in?" I asked. She blinked, caught off guard for a moment, then said sharply, "That's not your business." And that was all I needed to hear. I looked at her calmly and said, "I told you last night we're done. I meant it. Whatever happened while you were gone, whatever excuses you have, I don't care anymore. You made your choice." She tried to argue, tried to convince me that I was throwing away everything. But the truth was clear. She had already thrown it away the moment she chose to disrespect my trust. Finally, she turned and walked away without another word. I shut the door behind her, locked it, and for the first time in days, I felt relief. The silence inside the apartment was heavy, but it wasn't filled with doubt anymore. It was final. Looking back now, I don't regret ending it. What's the point of holding on to someone who thinks your trust is optional, your boundaries don't matter, and your feelings are just in the way? She expected to come back and find me waiting for her like nothing happened. But instead, she learned the truth. When she came back, there was no one waiting for her at all. So here I am, moving forward. The road ahead may not be easy, but at least I'm free from constant doubt and disrespect. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories.